Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. What brings you in to see me today?
Oh, I am just feeling very burnt out with kind of all areas of my life right now. I'm in a lot of classes for school, four of them. I have two jobs.
Oh
I'm
wow.
married. So I'm just doing a lot of things, and it feels like none of them are being done well.
Oh wow. You said four classes and two jobs? God bless you. And married. That's a say three jobs, okay? That's
Yeah, it really feels like it sometimes. Oh man, yeah.
okay. All right. So you're burnt out, which is understandable. Um, do you have anything that you do for yourself to take, a moment where you can kind of regroup or
Yeah, I like to write. So sometimes if I'm getting bored writing a paper, I'll take a break and write something for myself for like 20 minutes just to kind of reset. And I have two pets. I have a dog and a cat, and my dog loves to, like, he's a working breed, so if
oh,
I need a break, I'll go outside with him and we'll work on all of the stuff that he knows, and sometimes teaching him new tricks is the way that I spend my afternoon. So, yeah.
that's fantastic. Okay. How long have you been doing that? Like how long have you had that?
I have had my dog for 3 years now,
Okay.
and we've been working with him since we got him. He's a rescue, and he has a lot of anxiety, and then
Mm,
focusing on, completing tasks really helps him calm down and be able to, just do his own thing in the world. And it calms me down too, so
okay, I was gonna mention that. So it seems to me like I'm seeing a theme here with like you're doing a lot, which most women we just do. We do a lot. But it also involves, like a service, like a give and take. So
hmm.
yeah, that's I was just gonna ask you, it's pretty cool. It calms you down. I could see that being the thing. A good thing, a positive thing. Um, how are your classes going? Like, is that which out of that all the what you mentioned, the classes, the jobs, marriage, what do you think is like the most just for you right now?
I think that being in four classes is
Mm,
definitely the most
okay.
emotional weight for
Okay.
me at the moment. I'm doing well in three of my classes, and then the fourth one, I'm like teetering on the brink of like technically not passing because you have to have a B,
Right.
and I am like 0.2 percentage away from B, and this professor just really aggravates me, and I don't really understand how to make her happy.
Right. Well,
So
those two.
yeah, I've not passed anything before. So like
Oh,
the just
okay.
constant anxiety of like, oh my goodness, I might not get a good grade. What?
Yeah,
Um,
it's a real fear. When education is important to you, that's a real thing.
yeah,
I mean, it's kind of like that monster in the closet that's constantly chasing you. So that's a legitimate concern. And you said she's not necessarily approachable, correct?
no, she's not. Pretty much like she's the only professor I've ever had that like you miss a deadline by 5 minutes, you don't get a grade for that assignment, or you have to have like some ridiculous emergency to like
Oh,
qualify for any sort of leniency. And like, not that I am somebody that likes to frequently call up my professors and be like, hey, I'm not
right.
turning in. But I like sometimes, yeah, I'm like 5 minutes behind, and I feel like most professors like understand, like, I feel like there's like a grace within like a
I
day.
was just gonna say grace. I'm hearing that's what we
Yeah.
need. Like that should be with anybody in any situation. There's grace.
And that
Need
she's
that.
like very intense about like all of our exams we've taken with lockdown browser,
Uh-huh.
and which like again fine, but it's just the level of like it just feels
Wow.
very extra for grad students. Like I feel
Yeah.
like in high school again with this
My
professor.
gosh.
And
I'm my forgive my ignorance. I didn't even know that was like a thing. I just
yeah,
I guess at grad school, they're not in like junior high school, They,
yeah, it's like
oh,
trust me to not, try to pull one over on you at my, 25 years of being in school. I've learned how to be a good student, and I
right.
just it's not
Well, it
being.
doesn't make you feel, like um, it's kind of insulting. Like, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be integrity at this point. I understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
No, so that's frustrating. And that one, I'm not sure how you would get around that. I mean, worst case scenario, you're gonna maybe end up repeating that. Now it's hopeful maybe someone else will be teaching that when it comes around. I mean, I presume there's probably higher ups that you might be able to approach, you know. But then again, it's kind of like, all right, she's already that professor. I don't want to. Oh, now you're snitching on me type.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a real thing. So
Yeah, I tried talking to somebody at the beginning of the year because a lot of other students in this class have attempted similar conversations and haven't really gotten anywhere, but that's life. No, not everybody's gonna
right.
be sunshine and roses to deal with. So
Amen. So you're saying the classes are the hardest. You do have some type of outlet, and you are open to maybe the possibility of going above her head, or you're just going to do your best and roll out for the semester, maybe?
yeah, I think that I'm just gonna try my best to pass, and hopefully I do. And if I don't, then
Right.
I know to be like setting a lot of extra reminders on my phone and
I
making
was
sure
going to
that
say. Yeah, maybe like reframing it in case that is the actual thing. You don't look at it in the way, all right, you know what? If I do get this lady, I have this material that I've already studied. I know what she expects of me this time. I can kind of reconstruct how I approach the whole class, and maybe I don't know what your load is, but you might want to, you know, if you're doing 4 at a time every time, or maybe you want to lighten the load, you know, balance it a little just ahead of the game so you're not just so, you know.
Yeah, I think I definitely need to go down in course. I was trying to just get everything done because I want to, be done around the time that my husband's in grad school too. And
Okay.
5, so I was like, I want us both to be done.
Right.
Because both being in school is hard too, but
For sure.
just have to be okay with, plans changing.
Right, and the fact that that's kind of cool too, because then he has you have a connection, a deeper connection, just on the empathy. So he understands what you're going through. So at least you'll get that grace at home and that support. So that's a good thing too. I'm happy about that for you.
Yeah, it's definitely been very valuable.
Amen. So is there anything else that you think that would like alleviate? I know you said you have 2 jobs. Clearly, it's not because you're bored. But I mean, is that everything's going okay there too?
Yeah, I mean, they're both jobs that I enjoy. I'm a nanny in the mornings, just for like 4 hours, and I really like the family.
Okay.
It's early in the morning, so I can, have the rest of the day to do my other things. And I'm a resident director at Cornerstone, so right now, I don't have students on campus. Obviously, it's the summertime.
Right.
So most of that stuff is pretty low key at the moment, just like planning and prep. And I had to teach some training thingamabobs to them coming up in the next few weeks. So I'm just working on that.
Well, kudos to you, though. I know I see you at your plate full, but I can see through your conversation where you're heading, and that's pretty awesome. A lot of us are just clutching at our pearls every day, so don't count yourself out. You're moving in the right direction, so be encouraged.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.